Hi everyone, I'm David.
And I'm Leah, and this is Wine Forecaster.
Well, we're celebrating today.
What are we celebrating?
We're celebrating 50 plus videos, we're celebrating summer, and we're celebrating vacation next week. How's that sound?
Okay, sounds good.
So, and that's why we got this out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
sure.
We've got into the habit of drinking sparkling wine even when we're not celebrating, and we're really not celebrating anything today. We're just having fun, and we like drinking sparkling wine.
Absolutely.
So this is Hosmer's sparkling wine. Where's Hosmer?
Hosmer is on the west side of Cayuga Lake, about halfway down. It's on the Cayuga Lake Wine Trail.
Uh-huh.
And they've got a ton of different varietals. They've been in existence, I think their first vintage was in 1985. Family owned, estate for the most part, from my understanding. Grapes.
Let me show you this. When you're doing this, be careful. These things are like, once you get this uncorked, never point it at anybody. You want to make sure it's away because it's under very high pressure. And, having the towel over it, you don't really need to do that. But when you open these, you really want to do it very, very carefully. It should just kind of hiss. There shouldn't be a big pop. So if I do this carefully, even that, man, that was just trying. Maybe if it goes tss, would be great. So that was opened a little harsh.
You don't want to shake it?
You don't want to shake it unless you just want to race and walk into one. This is done in the champagne method, which is what it says on the front of the bottle. So again, it's sparkling wine. It is not champagne because it's not made in Champagne, right? We've gone over that before.
So it's not made in France.
It's not made in Champagne region of France.
Yeah.
So all champagne is sparkling wine, but not all sparkling wine is champagne. That's the general rule here. But it does say champagne method on the front, and that means that all the secondary fermentation was done within the bottle. The other way to do it is to have the secondary fermentation done in stainless steel vats. And another way that you can do it, which is kind of the cheap way to doing it, is to actually have carbon dioxide infused into the wine afterwards. And a lot of your lower end sparkling wines, they're done that way. And the problem with that is the wine really is very good. There's really large bubbles that dissipate really quick. And actually,
sounds a little artificial.
Yeah, and actually you might actually feel a bigger hangover after drinking that. So, but this is done the more expensive way, the champagne method, everything done right in the bottle. Now, I don't mean to do all the talking, but I got this wine glass here, which everyone's familiar. And again, you think sparkling wine celebration. And the nice thing with these flute glasses is that you can see the bubbles. And a great way to pour this is turn the glass on the side a little bit. Slowly, even slower if you can, because you don't want to have a really large head. We'll let that sit, because that really wasn't.
That was a little fast.
That was a little fast because we've got a little time budget here. It'll prove a point in a second. So we're just going to pour this here, and the reason why we're doing it in Chardonnay glasses,
so we can smell the wine better.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to smell in these flutes. But when you look at the flute, you can see the bubbles. And it's so pretty to look at that way. Whereas in the Chardonnay glass, it's really hard to see the bubbles. So use your flute glass when you're trying to impress everybody and you have a party going, and when you want to taste wine, use the Chardonnay glass.
So what's interesting about this particular sparkling wine, although it's made in the traditional champagne method, it's with a non-traditional grape. So it's with Cayuga White versus the normal 3 types of grapes are not used. So it's traditional, but it's non-traditional.
Right. Usually it's Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier, and this is Cayuga White.
Yeah.
Cool.
So very interesting. So notes for me, I definitely get that yeasty smell, which you should definitely smell with a sparkling wine, and a little bit of lemon.
Especially when it's fermented in the bottle.
Absolutely.
And it's got a grass component too.
So they advertise this as being dry, and this is definitely a dry wine. A lot of people are turned off by dry sparkling wines or champagnes, but if it's really done well, it's actually delectable, and it goes well with different types of food pairings.
Yeah.
So I find that this is dry, but really easy to drink for sure.
Yeah, they didn't put whether it was, what level of dryness it was, dry, brut, extra brut, but it doesn't say on the back either. Really nice. I think that's a dynamite varietal to use for sparkling wine, and I don't know who thought this idea up. If it was the winemaker.
I'm sure it was the winemaker.
It's a dynamite idea. It is really, really good.
Yeah. And to be honest, certainly we've had a lot of champagnes. I don't think I could tell that this was with a non-traditional grape. I mean, this is really excellent.
The champagnes are usually pretty yeasty,
Yeah.
And but no, this is
it's really great.
It's a really nice sparkling wine. And the fact that it's a Cayuga White, 5 stars. This is really a super bottle of wine, and for the price point, try a Cayuga White, a Finger Lakes varietal, and made in this method is excellent job. 93 points.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I would agree with that, actually.
Really, that's there you go. So,
well, thanks for joining us
Yep.
on Wine Forecaster.
yep, we'll have you can check out Hosmer's wine selection at their website. That'll be on the scrolling out on the screen here, and don't forget to look us up as well. I'm David.
And I'm Leah. Thanks for joining us.